Good morning, Thailand. Good morning, baby. Nam Yen. You're awake very early. Blackie and Jake wake you up when I left? Probably. Good morning, Tyron. First in the house. Hello again. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? We go a long time without any live stream action, and all of a sudden, back-to-back live streams. Good morning, everyone. Hope you enjoy the beach this morning. It's absolutely gorgeous. April Jacks / South. Good morning, Daddy girl. I hope you feel nice and warm by watching your beach in Thailand. I know it's pretty cool fall weather in the Midwest. Pat O'Brien, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. How's the video audio? 5x5 over. April is Daddy's girl. And let me do the math here. Are we still, yeah, you haven't fell back an hour yet, have you, daughter? Are we still 12 hours? Still exactly 5:56 p.m. in Missouri? Or maybe we fell back already and it's like only 4:56. I know you lose an hour pretty quick. But anyway, I know it's a busy time of day for you, daughter, so just hang out when you can. Good to see you. Good morning, Daddy's girl. Love you. Still 12 hours difference. Okay, cool. So how's the bunny rabbits doing? I bet they're loving the fall weather. It was a really hot summer this year, guys, 2022 in the Midwest. Woo! Too hot for too long and too dry. So the video looks great on my end. Obviously, I'm not listening to the audio. I hope it's good on your end. We're on the GoPro Hero 9. Super view. Set to 4K, streaming in 1080p. Just a nice, calm surf this morning. Is Coleman watching, April? Coleman. Coleman, are you watching Grandpa on the TV, or is Mommy watching on the phone? Huh? I miss family so much. It was so hard to leave. Probably the hardest exit out of America I've ever done. But you got to consider we hadn't seen each other in 3 years, right? That was never on the schedule to go 3 years separated, but who knew we were going to go through a global pandemic, right? So that was a hard leave, man. Come back to Thailand. Had some new, pretty serious health issues. I tended to those real well. Got things under control, quit smoking, changed diet. Still gained a little weight, but that's natural when you quit smoking, as most of you know. But I'll get that off after I get back into the cardio exercise, especially the cardio boxing. That really takes it off. Look at the seafowl this morning. I don't know how you can see that on super view unless you're on a big screen, but nice flock of ocean going birds. Oh, we got 12 in the house. Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. But shout out to April Jacks. We had such a great time together. If you guys haven't seen the recent videos, I went back to the States in July this year, and the highlight of the whole trip was April's wedding. That's my daddy's girl. Never been married. Got a beautiful family. Got a beautiful man in her life now, and they raise bunny rabbits. And she works for the government, and he's a manager over a large distribution center. So they got a great life, great kids. And then my youngest daughter's only about an hour away from them, maybe an hour and 15 minutes down into Oklahoma. And another daughter in Branson. Spent a lot of time out in Branson, Missouri on the trip. But yeah, there's quite a few videos from stateside in case you're only used to Triple T YouTube Thailand videos. You know, kind of see some of the family. I've never really shared too much of my personal life on YouTube because that's just not what I do. I just like to share Thailand. And I'm not a blogger. You know, the old school bloggers, basically, blogger meant someone who documented their lives almost like their daily or at a minimum weekly lives, like personal events, everything, family, friends, everything. That's an old school blogger. And people would follow that blogger because they were interested in that personal story for whatever reason. And that's, in the modern era, we call those vloggers mostly because it's video documentation. And it's just not what we do here. That's why when Yin talks to new people, Thai people, and tells them we have a YouTube channel, I have to tell them I'm not a vlogger. Like, if they want to watch our videos, it's not about our personal life. But yeah, I did share quite a bit of my daughters and grandkids with the audience. And so, rare opportunity. If you haven't seen some of those videos, you can just search anything there on the channel or just scroll through the videos back in July through August this year. But the wedding was just amazing. We had a tremendous barn wedding. It was just phenomenal, guys. It just couldn't have been any better. And there's always stress, and you know, my daughter April planned for months and months and months, right? Had like a full book of planning. You know, it just takes a lot. She was her own wedding organizer, right? Wedding planner. But she did a great job. It was a great event, and we stayed 2 nights close to the areas in the Ozark Hills. Anyway, go back and watch some of those videos. The wedding videos really did good on views, and when I was stateside, I changed the channel back to registered in the United States, which allowed me to monetize with Super Chat and all monetization because it was in the States. And now that I'm back in Thailand, I took all that back off of there. But because we don't, that's another reason we're not like the old school blogger, modern day vlogger. We just share Thailand, and there's a lot of people that have come to Thailand because of this YouTube channel, like literally, or at least come to Rayong, come to this area because, you know, the channel's been around for about 3 years now, you know, going all the way back to when I was teaching for the Royal Thai Academy. The oldest videos on the channel are, you know, commissioned officers that I was teaching, the instructors, right, English. So there's some, that's how far the channel goes back. But it's never been like the typical what people expect. Well, oh, where do I go to find out about this? And, you know, where's your, you know, videos on how much it costs to live in Thailand, how much you pay for insurance, and all the stuff that most bloggers do, and not what we do, right? But I do like to share live stream experiences, especially. And this is a beautiful area here in Rayong, Thailand. All over the Gulf of Thailand, you're going to see these size of fishing boats. They do have motors, and most of them go out and squid fish, and they eat squid fish with rod and reels a lot and catch quite a few, and they also run their nets, of course, but get blue crab and everything else. I love doing these early morning beach live streams, right? But I just, you know, I don't like to come on here and tell my whole story. But when you see somebody like April Jackson in the chat, I mean, it's one of my daughters. A lot of my daughters watch some of the YouTube channel. Very rarely do people comment, and now you can't comment on any of my videos after it's uploaded because the comments are off. But the chat is open to subscribers only this morning. So anyway, guys, hope you are all doing well. But if you're new to the channel and you don't know a lot about my background or who I am, and you know, I've gotten questions recently about why are certain things happening to me, like of all the vloggers in Thailand, why is there a group of numbskulls talking about me? Like what is the deal? I mean, literally, I've gotten that question. We're not going to talk about YouTube drama this morning, but in regards to that question, I just have to say it's probably because I'm not anything like any of them. I'm not a full-timer. I'm not doing YouTube for money, or, you know, trying to supplement my income over here in Thailand with ads and membership and Patreons and super chats and all the stuff that a lot of guys do. And we're never going to be that. So hopefully you're not seeing any ads on any of the videos on the channel. And now that I'm slowly been in Thailand for almost 3 months now, since I come back from the States in mid-August. Well, not quite 3 months, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Mid-November will be full 3 months since I've been back, and we have just been staying close to home, and I've had a lot of issues I had to deal with, and currently doing physical therapy twice a week. Got an appointment this morning at 10 a.m. April, so it's still going good. I hope it's going to be the final solution to my issue, because obviously the next step would be go back to the orthopedic and talk about, you know, those kind of medical treatments, either injections or what's the possible prognosis if surgery could help, you know. But for now, it's physical therapy and trying to get back into my morning walk routine. But I tell you, I got to be careful. If I do too much, then it just hurts worse, and I got to ice everything back down when I get home. So anyway, you guys are all updated on me. I'm going to set the camera back down here at a good angle. Just kind of give you a wobbly walking around version here. I like this spot kind of right over here where you can see a lot of boats. A young man running some surf line net. Okay, let me jump in and see if I can read your guys' messages. Say hello to people. We got a good bunch of people that follow the channel. Not a big channel, never have been, but we got really good people. So thanks for watching, whoever you are. Alright, how's that angle? So good morning, Tyron, Mrs. Sal, Mrs. Jax, Pat O'Brien, Sue Rowan, 5x5. Thanks for that, Pat. Appreciate it. Still 12 hours apart from the Midwest. They'll be falling back pretty soon. I know that. Probably sometime around Halloween. Halloween's coming up real quick. You guys should see Coleman's. Sue, you should see Coleman's costume. I may post a picture on the community tab on the channel here so people can see Coleman. Everybody just saying hello, and then April says the rabbits love like the cool weather. The quail do not. Oh yeah, I forgot you're raising quail now too. Yeah, a buddy of mine raised quail for a long time, but it was all indoors. He had all of his cages inside of a, you know, metal building that was air controlled. He used to feed the quail maggots. Not sure how he did it, if he let some kind of a, you know, stinky piece of cloth sit outside, or whether he actually used some rotten meat and let maggots build up on it. But I remember he would hang them up inside the cages and just let the birds come down and eat the maggots. Doesn't that sound great? They're technically just full of protein, right? Coleman is here watching. All right. Hey Coleman. Grandpa talking a lot this morning. You like the sound of the waves? Oh, Tyron, yeah, sorry to hear about that. I do get the time to chat with people privately on Teacher Thomas Thailand Facebook Messenger, or Scott Thomas South Facebook Messenger. But anyway, you know, I don't ever share stuff that people talk to me about privately. But yeah, Ron is giving us information about, you know, we all have problems, right? All of humanity, we're all living with our own madness of some kind, and a lot of it's health related. But thanks for that update, Tyron. He says gained almost 10 kilograms due to circumstances. Yeah, you know, just a bad time for me on a lot of stuff too, because I was determined to beat the high blood pressure. Never had hypertension before. I usually have a real low pulse, like a runner's pulse, but you know, I'm getting older. I've had an autoimmune disease for like 12 years now. You know, my life changed 12 years ago. My daughters can tell you about all that. But it is tough, man, when your activity level is restricted due to some kind of an injury, or you know, some kind of a chronic condition that you have where you're really, really limited. But I know Tyron just recently, him and I were chatting about his stuff, and you know what, everybody has something going on. So peace and love to everyone, and let's all, you know, think good thoughts about each other. But that's why I don't try to share too much of my, you know, my personal stuff, because it is pretty painful. It's very, I'm like 1 in 800,000 people, I think, that has my autoimmune condition. And you tell people that, and they're like, okay, what does that mean, right? Like if you tell someone, hey, I got cancer, they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'll be thinking of you, keep me updated, right? You tell somebody I got chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy that is predominantly sensory, they have no idea what you just said. And why would they? I wouldn't have either. But I got a hell of an education going to Mayo Clinic for a couple of years, you know, I mean, chasing doctors. So we all have our issues, man. And be thinking about you, Tyron. Oh, good hands. Nice catch, teacher. Almost went over. But yeah, I mean, with this quitting smoking thing, which is great, right? I'm so glad that I beat it. I mean, I'm using a little bit of low dose nicotine gum, but very little of it. I don't have to keep it all the time. I got a piece in my mouth now, but it's been in there for like an hour, so it doesn't even have any nicotine left on it. It's just a piece of gum. But you know, when you're quitting smoking, you know you're going to gain weight. And I thought, well, you know, when I got back, I got to a point where my back was somewhat better, because I really rested up, and you know, Yin takes care of me real good. And York, PA, good morning, thanks for coming in, appreciate it. I'm just rambling, but you know, when I got better, I did like some fishing videos, right? I mean, I just literally haven't done much of anything in almost 3 months now since I got back from Thailand. It was because of the back issue, and the girls, my daughters would tell you, I mean, for the last 2 weeks in America, I mean, every time I got up and down out of a chair, it looked like, you know, a man in his hundreds that was hurting. I mean, I had this real bad, you know, sharp, like bone-to-bone pain for the last 2 weeks in the States. And I got on the planes, 4 different planes with that, right? So I was rough, and I'm still rough, but I'm recovering well. But, you know, how many times, Sue, Tyron, I don't know if Tup to use in this morning, haven't looked through the chat all the way yet, but I mean, there's so many people that have followed this channel that have gone through serious stuff, right? Like cancer, and like, you know, losing loved ones and all that stuff, man. And so that's why I keep doing it. You know, it's like we check on one another, and I just don't ever want to go into my personal stuff too deep, because then it becomes, you know, something that I don't want it to be, you know. Like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me, or, you know, just, I'm a disabled American veteran, 100% disabled, right? But I don't talk about what happened in the military. Never have talked about it. I, you know, to me, it's, you know, there's a personal business there. It's just like, you know, most of the people that follow the channel don't know my wife that well, because, you know, I don't force her to be in all my videos and all that stuff, and you know what I mean, and make her like part of some show, you know what I mean? So to each their own. But you know, there's people that have a lot of medical issues, and they don't need extra stress. You know, they don't need people causing more stress in their lives, right? So I certainly don't want to be causing anybody stress in their life at all, you know what I mean? So how can I do that with a YouTube channel? What's better than a beach sunrise live stream, right? Decent quality video, all right? So thank you all for stopping by, and thank you all that might be watching the replay. Again, you know, I don't want to talk about any negativity at all, but I do get that question. And so if you guys that follow the channel think you know me, like in a personal way, because you probably do. It's hard to fake, you know, when you do things the way I've done it on YouTube. It's just, it is what it is, right? Not trying to please anybody, not trying to earn money, don't give a crap about clicks and views and comments and all that, right? It's just real, it's just genuine. And so those of you that think you know me personally, you know, think about that question. I get this question a lot in private messages, and I get emails, pretty lengthy emails about what's going on currently with some of the other Thailand-based YouTubers. Not very many. I know a ton of the YouTubers over here. I have no problems with, you know, most of them, but there's a little circle of friends going on. So ask yourself now, you know, that same question. Why me? Why are they sending me these? Why do you think it is that they're doing this to you? I don't get it, you know, other than the fact that maybe they know that, you know, this channel could eventually get a lot of views in Thailand. I don't know. Maybe that threatens them, because they do it for either money, revenue, or whatever. They're bloggers. They're sharing their entire story. They have been for years. People are following them because they want to know everything about their personal life, their family, film every little incident that happens. I mean, that's the old blogger, and we're not that here, so maybe that's why. That may be the reason. Other than that, I have no idea why. I've had other people said it was because I talked to certain other vloggers or something. Like, there's a lot of other drama channels that go way back. Who cares? None of that's even important, you know. But people that follow the history of YouTubing in Thailand, my God, they know everything from CW to C to the Nomad to, you know, all these others that I don't even know. People say their names. Oh, you don't know that guy who used to vlog out of Thailand? No, I don't, and I don't care. You know, Chuck Wow, whatever, CCWC, what? I don't care about you. Does anybody that watches this channel give 2 cents about any of that? No, we don't. But they do. So maybe that's why. You know what I mean? Because we're just a regular, you know, expat life kind of channel, and we obviously don't do it for monetary purposes. We're not in competition with other people to try to get, you know, 20,000 subscribers in the first year, you know, all the, which to each their own. I'm not saying anything bad about anything. You know, people do whatever they want to do on YouTube. That's the purpose of freedom, right? But why would there be so much targeting? And like Sue said in yesterday's live stream, it's like continual stirring. Like, there's just things that go completely radio silent, where there's no bullcrap going on, no triple turd, no, you know, none of the stupid nonsense. But then for some reason, there they go again, you know, the circle of friends on their bandwagon. So all I can do to answer that question, if people say, why you? Maybe that's why, guys. Because I am definitely not a blogger. I mean, you can find out things about my life by watching some of the content, but most of the content is about other people and other things, and things that you might want to see and do if you came here to Thailand, right? My experience with teaching, you know, all that stuff. That's what the channel is. So when you compare it to what I call the full-timers, whether they're doing it for money or not, whether they need the money, it makes no difference. If you're full-timing, you're putting all kinds of time in editing and creating videos and all that, just boom, 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 full-time, then maybe they would hate me. They would hate a guy like me. He doesn't say he does it for a hobby. He actually does it for a hobby. Like, you can't send me a super chat. There's no buy me a coffee PayPal link, right? There's none of the things that everybody else does. And kudos to especially the younger vloggers that do all that shit. They're creating content people want to see. Kudos to them for, you know, getting every nickel they can get. But we are definitely not that, are we not? I mean, we're the opposite. So anyway, I like to be in control of my own thoughts, and I thought about it coming down here this morning. And Sue Rowan, one of the greatest all-time supporters of this channel, very famous person, matter of fact, in Australia. If you don't know, look her up. But you know, she always tells me, you know, you just, now's the time to distance yourself from it. And we've done that multiple times, meaning completely ignored all of the nonsense, right? But you have to fight back, you have to speak out, and you have to let people who have an objective mind do their own analysis of that question. Why you, Triple T? Why you of all people? You know, I think you got your answer today if you think about it. All right, let's chill out. We got hard-working family starting to bring nets in, guys. Oh, 14 watching live. Thank you so much. Okay, I apologize for not being in the chat. Let me do a little walk and talk if I can. Top to you, good morning. Hey, I did a spontaneous live stream yesterday at a new restaurant in the evening over here in Pala. And thought of you as soon as I started doing the live stream. Tough to you, because I was like, I was going to send her a message and let her know when I was live. So anyway, you can go back and watch that live stream from yesterday evening if you want. Excellent music, excellent music, and of course they gave us approval to live video. We've got quite a few new subscribers from the restaurant too, the owners and stuff. So great place. You can go check out that video. Tough to use. A lot of great top 40 classic American music in there, singer songwriter stuff. Just an incredible place. Thanks for coming in. Tough to you. All right, let me scroll back up, catch up with some chat here. Of course, the guest of honor this morning, my daddy's girl, my baby girl that just got married, April Jackson in the house. She may have moved on to the rest of her evening now in America. Coleman, my grandson's watching, guys. If you haven't caught up with the family videos on this channel, please do. It's probably about the most you're ever going to get to know me in my real life is going to watch, you know, the videos that I made when I was in the States. And I've still got some more. Me and my baby wise daughter went to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and stayed at an old 1920s hotel. Got some great footage. I haven't been in the editing studio very much, but I will. I'll get back in there. Tyron, Sue Rowan, April Jacks, Pat O'Brien in early, York, PA. Thank you so much, York. Really appreciate it. Still got a couple of the mementos you sent me from the academy in the United States, West Point, and my cadets still have the ones that I gave them, because every once in a while I'll get a photo on the Line app, say, hey teacher, remember this? And it'll be like one of those little remember those buttons, those 10 buttons you sent me from the academy? Yeah, they've still got them. York, we appreciate you, really do. And sorry that, you know, I know there's a lot of people that follow these other people that we've discussed briefly this morning, and they think they're great people, and maybe they are. I don't know. All I can do is, you know, keep speaking true. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim to be perfect. I'm very, very flawed, but I don't troll, and I don't attack others, and I don't do all this crap that they accuse me of, right? But it is conflicting for a lot of people that support. I got comments, hey, Triple T, I watch all you guys. I watch the Isan guy and the Prachup Kirikon guy, and you know, and you know, why can't we all get along? And you know, just people just being nice, you know. And the answer is, in the question that I asked you earlier, why are they doing it? Why me? You really think it's justified? People that know me, you really think it is justified? You don't think they could have left this sleeping dog lie a long time ago? So anyway, let's get back to beautiful comments here. York, PA says, yes, very nice, stunning sunrise. Sue Rowan says, they are wonderful. York, PA says, thank you, York. April Jacks, I love to go back and watch the videos of you being home. Chad and I love to rewatch our wedding adventure. So many good memories to relive through the videos you made. Oh, thank you, daughter. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. What a beautiful comment. Pat O'Brien says, I love your slice of life videos. Thank you, Pat. Very good description. I like that. Slice of life. That's all it is. It's definitely not a blogger. Wouldn't you agree, Pat? I mean, the old definition of a blogger, right? it was usually all written. People, you know, read. They followed bloggers in, you know, Word documentation, like a diary, right? And now we have video logs. So we're logging. Oh, sunrise. Triple T, time to enjoy the life and get the most out of every day. I agree. I agree. I tell you what, Sue, I'm looking forward to getting past this physical therapy, man. If I can get this back pain back under control, I'm gonna be losing weight. I'm not smoking cigarettes. My diet's good. I feel good. I got all of my blood sugar and hypertension under control. Still taking medication. It's low dose stuff, but it's worked. You know, I keep an eye on my blood sugar real close. Got a testing kit from my daughter. Thank you, April. Also got this hat from my daughter, April. You like this hat? Thank you, daughter. Thank you. Oh, there's Tough to You, her first hello right there. There's Tough to You coming in the house. I know you've been here a while. I'm way behind. But yeah, I agree, Sue. Get the most out of every day. And, you know, sometimes the most you can get out of one particular day is just boring. Just staying at home doing absolutely nothing. And you can't really be active and be yourself because, you know, you're dealing with serious health issues like we were talking about earlier. Ron's got some shit going on right now, so be thinking of Ron, you know. And I've got chronic stuff, like say people, you know, if people's like, oh, Triple T's got cancer, man, you know, I mean, they would automatically be able to relate to that regardless of what type of cancer. But, you know, the fact that I was diagnosed in 2012 with a chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy, predominantly sensory, and went, you know, all the way to Mayo Clinic, you know, started at university hospitals in Missouri and ended up all the way to Mayo Clinic. And basically at the end of it, there's no cure, there's no treatment that's even effective for me. And it's just a chronic condition. It causes chronic neuropathy. Polyneuropathy means multiple nerves are involved. So you get all kinds of pain signals sent to your brain all the time. And, you know, fibromyalgia, deep tendon pains and shit like that. That's, you know, and that's why it's also service connected for what happened to me when I was in the United States Army on active duty, right? So that's my life. And then I come back to Thailand after, you know, not being able to go see my family for almost 3 years, right? Unbelievable. That'll never happen again, I hope. But I come back, you know, with a big back pain and you know, dealing with diabetes and high blood pressure. And I, you know, I have done nothing but kick butt since I've been here. You know, like I say, quit smoking, diet's incredible. But Sue, I mean, I love your comment. It's absolutely 100% right. But sometimes the most wonderful part of a day is just sitting at home with your family and watching a movie or reading a book, you know. So that's a lot of what I've been doing for about 3 months, because I need this time to recover. When you add something on top of what I've already got, it's a lot to deal with. And that's why I don't like to get personal about myself on this channel, because it sounds like a, you know, oh, woe is me, you know, my life is worse than others, when that's bullshit, you know. And everybody knows there's always somebody's got it worse. You know, I lost a grandson, but he was only 9 years old. And he fought a rare form of leukemia starting at age 4. You know, my superhero fought the hardest battle I've ever seen in my life. And I was right there with him, you know, as much as I could be. And my daughter, you know, my oldest daughter that lost her son. I've never lost a child, have you? That's got to be, you know, only somebody that had that experience knows what that's like. It's a hell of a life experience, right? Well, losing a grandson wasn't any fun either, I tell you. So I'm inspired. I'm inspired by so many other people that have went through and are going through worse trials and tribulations than me. That's why I don't come on this channel and give details about what I'm dealing with and try to get people to understand me in a better way. But if you go back and watch those videos, like my daughter just said, look at that, classic Thailand, pulling a little rowboat. Stand up, long tail type shaft motor. But yeah, like my daughter was saying, you go back and look at those videos. I mean, you know, we create those memories together, and we've done that, you know, my whole life. You know, I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but I like to think I'm above reproach when it comes to integrity. You know, I'm a father of 4 daughters, you know, grandfather of 11 grandchildren, you know. I mean, Am I perfect? No, none of us are, but geez, man, my life is incredible. And now, because of the YouTube channel, when I went back home this time, very first time ever, there's been any United States content on my channel. So if you haven't seen those videos, go back and watch some of that, and that'll give you the best indication of like who Scott Thomas Triple T really is. You know what I mean? It's just the best because it's also natural. You know, we don't say, okay, we're going to do a video now, everybody get in positions. No. We just made some videos while we were there, sharing the experience. So thank you for that comment though, Sue. I love that. Yeah, Coleman all dressed up. I'll have to send you a picture of his outfit, Sue. Thank you, Sue. Coleman has an awesome grandpa. Okay, I know I can ramble, guys. Hope you improve quickly. Thank you, York. Appreciate it. Everybody saying hi, Tup. Hello, Tup. Tup's in the house. Tyron, good day, good day. Tup to you. Pat O'Brien says I have arthritis in most of my spine. Oh my God. See, now Pat knows what I'm talking about when we're talking about chronic pain and polyneuropathy, because when you have arthritis, which is it rheumatoid arthritis, Paul or Pat? Because rheumatoid arthritis is autoimmune. What I have is autoimmune, which basically means your own body, your own antibodies are responsible for the damage continually being caused to your body. You get remission sometimes on your antibodies not attacking as much, so you get a little, you know, better, and then you get flare-ups a lot because your immune system gets real active and it's, you know, doing shit it ain't supposed to do. So anyway, going back to Pat O'Brien, I have arthritis in most of my spine, and an injury in my ankle has caused me to have scoliosis in my lumbar region due to the way I walk. Oh my God. You know, the way I'm walking right now, Pat, and the way I've been walking since Branson, Missouri, when I injured my back somehow. Don't even know what I did, but my pelvic's twisted. It's like my right leg is shorter, so I feel for you, brother. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, ouch. York says, ouch, Pat. Tup to you says, hello, Sue Ron. Tyron, yes, I have been super busy getting ready to go visit my daughter in Kansas. One of the greatest states in the United States of America, by the way. Triple T, born in Lawrence. Visit my daughter in Kansas and to head back to Thailand in the end of November. Rock on, Tup to you. Thanks for stopping by and sharing that. Personal matters need to be kept off YouTube. I agree, but to each their own, you know what I'm saying? If people want to do their personal lives and try to make a buck on YouTube, whatever, you know, shaking the can, trying to get people to put donations in it to make content for YouTube, you know, that's their business. I have no problem with it. I don't make fake accounts and go attack them or do anything. I'm not gonna, you know, to each their own, Sue, right? But it's not what we do here. And yeah, the personal stuff as far as people, you know, telling stories and sharing private messages and screenshots, and oh my God, we know how crazy it can get, Sue. I agree. That needs to be kept off YouTube. Tup to you says, hope you have been good as well. Thank you, Tup. Sorry to hear, Pat O'Brien. Thanks, Tyron. Awesome, you are returning to Thailand. Yes, she is returning to Thailand, Sue. Thanks, Ron in York, says Pat. Tup to you, Sue Ron. Yes, we will go for another 60 days. Rock on, Tup to you. April Jack says, just keeping it real. She knows her daddy. Got to keep pushing it, don't we, daughter? Keep pushing it, man. Keep it real. Be who you are. Be hated for who you are, rather than loved for who you are not. Whatever. People hate me, let them hate me, right? But we'll just continue to ignore the hate until they pop off and do something stupid, like they have no accountability in the real world for what they say online. So good point, April. Love you. Perfectly said. Keep it real, guys. Tup to you, I am jealous. Yeah, Sue Ron's making plans too, Tup. Pat O'Brien, my husband suffers from several back injuries and scoliosis. It's not fun. He was feeling good when we returned from Thailand, and now using a cane some days again. Ain't that amazing, Tup to you? That's, you know, what you just said there about your man is why I moved to Thailand. That was my motivation to get over here. I came with a one-way ticket and never been to Asia, right? And have made it my home. Absolutely made it my home. Converted to a non-O visa, the whole 9 yards, right? But At one point, Tup, I was with those forearm crutches, right? So like double canes that go over your elbows. That's what I had to use to walk. My daughters would tell you, you know? And I went from those to a cane. So I'm fortunate in a way that my autoimmune condition is not predominantly motor neuropathy, because the people that have CIDP that is predominant motor do lose the ability to walk. That was my prognosis back in 2012. Matter of fact, the prognosis was even worse than that, so we're not going to discuss it in detail. It was scary as shit, you know. Trust me, me and my daughters got together and did a bunch of family pictures and everything else. So their daddy went from a Superman guy that could grab a 100-pound sack of cement and jump hurdles with it, literally, not exaggerating, okay? That was me in 2012. Went from that to forearm crutches. But great point, Tup, to you. There's something about the tropical climate, and I got a guy in Bangkok right now, is the brother of one of my high school alma maters in Kansas City, and he's here in Bangkok right now getting medical stuff done, and he's got serious chronic pain. But it does make a difference, Tup, to you. The longer you're in a tropical climate, I think it's the fact that there's no drastic fluctuations in temperature ever. Yeah, it's hot all year long, but it doesn't go from, you know, 90 degrees one day, Fahrenheit we're talking here, down to, you know, 40 degrees at night, 50-degree Fahrenheit swing. It doesn't do that here ever. So I think, you know, the cold is obviously makes everything worse, especially like Pat was saying with the arthritis. And if it's rheumatoid arthritis, it's because his body's causing it. His antibodies are causing the arthritis, right? So that's very similar to what I have. And anybody can Google CIDP, but you have to look at the predominant sensory if you want to know the details about my disease and why I'm a disabled American veteran. 100%, right? So, yeah, good point, Tup, to you. Silly games people play. Thank you for that, York. You know, I don't like to ramble about it, but digging up old bones is ridiculous. I agree, Sue Ron. Thank you for that. A bunch of 07th graders. Yeah, see, I'm catching up with you guys when I was rambling. 7th graders. I've always referred to it as like a junior high school gang. You know what I mean? I grew up in Kansas City and went to Highland Junior High. And back in my day, I was born in 1964, last of the baby boom, but back when I was going to school, there was 2 junior highs in the same high school district. Is that just madness? So our #1 rival was the opposite junior high school, the Pirates. We were the Raiders and they were the Pirates, right? We had gang fights, all kinds of crazy nonsense. And then we had to go to high school together. Nonsense. Now, it's not like that anymore. You know, everybody that lives in that high school district goes to the same, you know, elementaries, mid schools, and you know what I mean? It's not like that anymore. They don't create this local rivalry. But that's why I always referred to it like that, Tup, to you, because it reminded me of back in Highland Junior High in Kansas City, Kansas. That's what it was like. And going up against the bunch of 7th graders, man. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't got time for the crap. But if I don't, York, and I apologize again for talking about it too much or whatever, but, and Sue and Tup, I mean, I don't want to talk about it. My daughter's in the house. I mean, if I don't talk about it, if you don't fight back a little bit, man, it's obviously not going away. It got amplified. We're talking about 17,000 people have seen videos clearly calling me out, clearly using my voice, my private messages, right? And we know with a video that started it before that, right? So that's what's going on. And then they get their circle of friends together on these talking head podcast kind of shows where they think there's no audience really, so they can go over there and troll all they want and show pictures of 3 pieces of a turd, right? Triple turd. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Chunky? Ain't that what you do? But you don't do that on your channel. You go to somebody else's channel to do the triple turd stuff, right? It's nonsense. So if you don't fight back a little bit, I don't know the answers because I'm new to social media, but I know they make me want to quit all social media. And I think that's their goal, which is never going to happen. Ever. You can't win. If that's the goal, it's not going to happen. But it does make you want to quit, York. It just makes you want to, why am I even on YouTube? What the hell is, and no other YouTubers. I got all kinds of YouTubers that I follow out of Australia and America and Canada and different places. I like adventures and hiking and fishing. you know, I don't ever see any other vloggers. It's only a little circle of vloggers over here in Thailand that got this big thing going on. It's weird. Like, I think it's up to you, hit it on the head. 7th graders, man. That's the only way you can explain it. They are desperate. It's about income. Yep. It's a lot of it has to do with money. They don't like anybody taking a single view, man. You know, and they can see the same analytics in their channel that I see. I see all the people that watch other channels. I can see the other channels that my audience watch. On every video, it gives the breakdown. Viewers also watch this video, right? So they see that too. They know their audience, a lot of their real audience anyway. and I've got, you know, over 500, I think, blocked on this channel. So a lot of those comments that you see on their channels, they can't comment on this channel because I'm in control of that, and I don't need any of that. So it's taken years to block up to 500 accounts, but they can each make like 20 accounts, right? So that's just shit you gotta do, man. We're just keeping it real, like my daughter said. I mean, I'm not defending myself as, you know, perfect, never done anything wrong, but we got to keep it real about the little gang of crubs that's going on. I've never participated in any of that, so, and I won't. Just love Triple T, inspiring me for years ago since found a path forward to a better life. Thank you, York. And York and I have never met, but I do feel like I know them, her and her family, and long, you know, connection to Thailand, and planning on living here for retirement life. But thank you for that comment, York. Triple T, inspiring. I love that. I'm glad. And we gotta, you know, we gotta say our piece when its time is right. You know, you gotta fight back. You know, you can't just take these kind of attacks and not say anything on your social media, right? Blow them up, man. Be brutal. If you're going to join the fight, be brutal. You know, I learned that as a soldier, right? You don't go into a fight to lose. You have a victory plan. So if it doesn't matter, you know, if you're not the aggressor and you didn't cross the border, you didn't cause the attack, but you're fighting back, you're making a plan to fight back, then be brutal. You know? And I hate to do that, but I will continue. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll mock them. And God, there's a ton of great footage about just how ignorant the whole thing really is. York says, Mrs. South says, I am good and you, tough to you. Thank you. Pat O'Brien, will remember you in my prayers. Thank you, tough to you. Getting ready to come back to Thailand end of November. Can't wait to see you guys again. Nam Yen, thank you. Glad to see everyone returning. Yes, awesome to see everyone again. Tough to you. Oh, you watched it earlier today with great music. Oh, thanks, tough to you. I'm glad you liked that one. It was spontaneous. This one was kind of planned. Oh, thank you. Love, lots of love. Triple hearts. Tyron says triple tree. Have you tried TENS unit? I can't. TENS units are painful on me, Tyron, because of the sensory neuropathy. I can't use them. I used to back when I was a working man, you know, for muscle and all that, but I can't. Yeah, TENS units are very painful. Now, I've been doing ultrasound therapy, and he does use like an electric shock therapy too. It's kind of like pressure, acupressure, and it's like a jolt of electricity, but it's not like a TENS unit where it makes your muscles spasm on their own kind of thing. I used to love TENS units when I was working for relieving muscle cramps and stuff, but no, Tyron, it's too painful. Sensory neuropathy is a pain in the ass. Trust me, it changes your life. You imagine a paper cut, right? A paper cut is some of the worst pain. It's a very minor injury that's so painful. Why is that? Because you have cut your sensory nerves. That's what it is. Your sensory nerves are sending pain signals to your brain. Mine do that without injury. That's basically the summation of my disease. And then add a back injury on top of it. It ain't been pretty, guys, since I got back, but we're still smiling and laughing and enjoying life. Like Sue said earlier, make every day wonderful, you know. Even if that means you're sitting at home, being bored as hell, and recovering, you know. Eat right, you know. And I think Pat mentioned, or no, Tyron mentioned, you know, sometimes you can't exercise. You know, you want to stay in shape, you want to lose weight, you want to do other healthy things, you know, ride bikes or whatever. Sometimes you can't, and that's where I've been for almost 3 months now. I can't. I have to wait. Baby steps, baby steps. therapy 2 times a week is helping a lot. I'm also doing acupuncture at the same time. So yeah, we're working on it. Triple T, you have done really well giving the cigarettes up. Thank you so much, Sue. That is a tough habit for sure. Thinking of you, Tyron. Thank you, Sue. I forgot you quit smoking. That is awesome. Yeah, Tup. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. The jungle walking videos were amazing. Thank you. Thank you. And we've got some friends that we're going to be going with pretty soon. Well, depending on my back situation, I'm very optimistic that I am going to get past this back issue. But we've got friends that live here now that have saw those videos too and never been out there. And, you know, they're hikers. And they like to do it the way we do. Go real slow. Take snacks. Take a backpack. Take plenty of water, right? So you can just go slow and enjoy the different pools. You don't have to go all the way to the top of the falls if you don't want to. There's so much to see in these national parks in Thailand, guys. They're incredible. So there'll be more of that coming up, Sue. Thank you for that comment. Luckily, my Thai wife, fiance, is a civil servant in Bangkok. When we get married, she tells me I get the same health benefits, basically no out of pocket. That's great, Pat. I had the same thing. I was working for the Royal Thai Army Academy. Exact same insurance as the officers, right? In the academy, the other instructors, the exact same, and a choice of hospitals, 100% coverage. So I'm sure you'll be getting the same thing as a civil servant insurance. That's basically what I was, like a civilian contractor working for the Royal Thai Army. Might do some of that again too, guys. I'm kind of missing the cadets. You never know what's going to happen in the future. I have found you can get top-notch healthcare in Thailand. Boy, you're right about that. It's up to you. Very affordable, top-notch healthcare. Yeah, the temperature is a plus. The massages are a big help. Yes, massages. And we found a really good Thai chiropractor on Patumak Hill in Pattaya. Oh, Tup to you, please send me that link. You've got to be kidding me. I went all the way to Bangkok for chiropractic care because I couldn't find a good one in Pattaya. Please, Tup to you. If you're still in the, on the channel or still in the live stream, send me that link to that chiropractor, man. Yeah, please do that. Because my pelvic is definitely twisted. So there's only so much, but a physical therapist is well aware of that too. I sent the physical therapist my x-rays and didn't say a word about what the orthopedic thought was going on there. You know, I had degenerated disc and a out of line pelvic is what the diagnosis was. I just sent them the x-rays and didn't say anything and asked them, what do you think this is? And they just nailed it. The physical therapist nailed it. You know, you have bone to bone in your L4, L5, you know, arthritis or some kind of injury or, you know, years of labor, right, in your L4, L5, and also you have a twisted pelvic. I'm like, wow, okay. So very good physical therapy here too, guys. Not expensive, about $1,200 baht a treatment. So that's around $40. I get 2 treatments a week. Don't need insurance for that. Tyron says, I am back again here, and Shady's back in the house. Shady, just a bunch of stupid bullies. Thank you. Thanks, Tup. Say it like it is, like my daughter said earlier. Keep it real, Tup. Keep it real. Had to go do something. Okay, Tyron, welcome back. The problem is everything goes quiet, all good. Then the stirring and provoking, baiting to get you going. I find it so annoying. It's done in a manipulative way. Sorry, Triple T. Have to say this. Hey, Sue, don't be sorry about that comment. Ain't a dang thing wrong with that comment. Nothing wrong. And the chat will replay, okay? So even though people can't comment under the video after it's uploaded, your live chat will replay. I appreciate that comment very much, you know? Look, and it's not like you have to defend me. You're just calling the kettle black. You're speaking your mind of what you've seen, and Sue knows the history, right? Maybe not all of it. Not like I do, because I lived through all this shit that Yin and I have been through with our business. And, you know, when this shit went south with these, you know, circle of crubs, when it went south was when they attacked our business plan. Created a fake YouTube channel. All of them dropped comments over there. Oh, fake joke went on the troll channel. You know, somebody I befriended and was nice to and everything, and all of a sudden it turned into a big troll channel. And it all started there, right? Like over a year ago is when it all started. And so, yeah, I mean, they could say whatever they want to about me, but when all this shit started on my business, and then I started getting trolled on my Facebook by one of their idols, what I call the cult leader of their little circle of friends. Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah, he's like a cult leader. And I know people like Sue Rowan and so many people that have been watching that content, and they see exactly what's going on that shit. It's shady as hell, man. It's a grifter channel. That's what it is. So it's keeping it real, man. So that cult leader is the one really behind what Sue's talking about. Everything goes quiet, all is good, and then all of a sudden, well, how do you think all of a sudden it got stirred up again, Sue? That cult leader, man. The one that's doing it for money, the one that's desperate, the one that has no pension, no retirement, no military pension, no nothing, right? But YouTube came here, already had a channel before he came here. There's several of them like that. So come to YouTube, right? Or come to Thailand, and their whole plan is, I'm going to subsidize my life in Thailand off of YouTube because I never worked and paid into the system long enough to even draw a decent Social Security check, right? That's the truth. So when they do hit 65, which by the time they get there, the age limit will be 67 for SS, right? For the money you get back after paying years and years and years into the Social Security fund, right? They won't even draw much, right? Because there's no taxes being paid on this, you know, chump change they're earning on YouTube here in Thailand. That's just keeping it real. That's what's going on. So, you know, more and more people are seeing the truth. It's like a little cult, you know, like a 7th grader's cult, right up like 7th graders. It's really disgusting. It really is. Very good comment, Sue. Don't ever apologize for a comment like that. Headed to Taiwan and Thailand and Cambodia December. Taiwan, I can't wait, brother. You know you better hit me up. God bless all. I have to go. Thank you, York. I know you're probably already gone, but thanks for coming in. Remember to press the like button. York, you're too kind. Thank you for being there and using your real name, your real account, right, in the real world. Not trying to hide by some fake account. A lot of people know who you are because you and your man follow a lot of these other vloggers, right? So we really appreciate you, York. We really, really do. Speaks volumes. Speaks volumes when you got legitimate, credible people, and they're not attacking anyone. You don't see anything attacking in the comments here, right? We're not going to attack anybody or tell somebody not to watch them or whatever. We're just going to keep it real, man. Keep it real. Keep it real on the beach. All right, York, take care. Thank you, York. Sue Rowan, they just enjoy the poking and prodding to get reaction. There's only so much you can take before response, and they bank on that. Yeah. Wow, I don't think I could have said it that well, Top. That's perfectly said. Yeah, I don't know why they feel like they need, well, I know, see, if they get the reaction, right, if I make the mockery of them and show them in their own words how stupid they are and what their words in their own words are saying and doing, if I do that on this channel, they'll file copyright instantly, right? I've had one copyright strike, and it was the Tin Man filed it for Santa, because we all know Santa is not smart enough to know anything. He doesn't even know if his own email is on his channel or not, right? He would have 0 friends. He even admitted he would have 0 friends if it wasn't for YouTube, if it wasn't for these people on the screen right now, right? So a guy like me that's got literally hundreds of friends in multiple provinces in 8 years, 4 of which as a teacher, 2 as a business entrepreneur, and I still own 47% of a corporation with a valid work permit, compared to a guy like that admits he would just be sitting there alone, right? It's so apparently obvious to anybody with half a brain. Okay, guys, we're going to close it out pretty quick. Check out this boat. And if you're wondering, has that been there for like years or something? No. That's a sign of 2022 for you, okay? Been some hellacious storms, guys. It's been one hell of a monsoon season. Yeah. Huh? You could tell. It hasn't been there long. This is what these boats look like when they're floating, right? Chip paint and all that stuff. But yeah. Hell of a year, guys. Some hellacious storms. A lot of inland flooding. Look at these flowers. These flowers are for you, ladies. April, York, Tup, Sue, Rowan, all the beautiful ladies. Hey, there's Sean T in the house. Hey, Sean. Is that just beautiful? Flower fields forever. Yeah, that boat is crazy, right? That's a sign of 2022, daughter. I've been in Thailand, like I say, 8 years. I've never seen this much rain ever, and it's, you know, not just been here in Rayong. It's basically nationwide. Obviously, the river valleys are the ones that suffered the most. UTI and, you know, all the river valley north of Bangkok, the capital. Of course, Pattaya City floods, you know, every time they get a big heavy rain. It drains a lot faster now in the city, so that's a good thing. Aren't those just beautiful though, daughter? Those are just natural, like reef style flowers. They protect the sand dunes. Gorgeous. But yeah, that is the sign of the storms of 2022. There's been a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, yeah, nice to see the beach, the sea so tranquil, because we've had major, you know, small craft advisories. Whew. Basically, since I got back, daughter, in mid-August, it has rained more than it has not, and a lot of days in between the rain where it just stayed cloudy. You know, it's just been one hell of a monsoon season. The waterfall hiking is going to be tremendous. Rainy season not over yet, so it's dangerous to waterfall hike until it's over, because if you get a flash flood up on top of the hill, it can fill that creek fast, right? You know what I mean? There's people die every year down below the waterfalls, guys. All right, guys, we're going to close it out. Thanks for sticking with April. Coleman, love you, Coleman. So I'm trying to do these short walks and stuff. Yen and I have been walking the dogs quite a bit, but like I say, when I get back to the house, every time I do just at least a little bit of thing, like yesterday we went to dinner, had a great dinner with the music and everything. Beautiful, beautiful. And the bill, by the way, check-in was only 640 baht. I thought that was great for everything that we had to eat. So it's not an expensive restaurant. Sea Chill Pala. I'll probably put that video at the end of this live stream. So if you didn't see the live stream from yesterday evening, that was the evening. So there's some sunset in that one. So yesterday evening we had the sunset stream. Today we had the early morning sunrise. I'll put that video at the end of this video. It'll pop up. It'll pop up somewhere in here. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Location, we are at Payun Beach. It's still in the Pala sub-district of Banchang. There is no sub-district called Payun. The beach area is called Payun, but you're still, like the Tesaman is still the Pala area. Beautiful beach area. You guys might remember the dragon down here at the end. So there you go. Peace, love to everyone. Triple T, your humble host. Teacher Thomas Thailand. YouTubing channel. See if I can't give you a little moto tour. Thanks, daughter. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, she loves the flowers. I knew you would love them, daughter. Great price for 2 people. I agree. He charges 500 baht, but we always paid him more because he did wonders for Tim. Oh, sweet. Well, in Bangkok, I paid, please send me that link, Top. In Bangkok, I paid 2,500 baht for the first time consultation with an American chiropractor. Americans, there's several American chiropractor clinics in Bangkok. So, it wasn't cheap. And the problem is, you know, I've had the pain for so long that my muscles are just wrecked. They're just so tight and protective of that joint area that he was trying to adjust. He got it adjusted, but it immediately went back to the way it used to be. So if you want to stick with the stream, I'll give you a little bit of tour. I don't know if it'll stay stable. I'm not sure if the stream will stay stable. As we move around a little bit, but I'll give you idea where we're at. There's older videos. You can search the word. You know, if you go to my homepage or any YouTube channel that you like, there's a difference between searching YouTube generally, like searching all of YouTube, and searching somebody's homepage. If you go to my homepage, come on, tripod. Okay. Or any homepage, and then search my channel, so you're only searching my content, and you type in beach, you know, you can see all the different beaches. This one's called Payun. There's several different spellings of most of these names, like using the English alphabet. P-H-A-Y-U-N, Payun, just the standard. But there's also P-A-Y-O-O-N, Payun, P-H-A-Y-U-N. This is Payun Beach. It's a brand new shrine to King Rama 5. No, this is King Taksin, I'm sorry. King Taksin. Taksin the Great. It's not very old. I think about a year old. Really nice. But many of you will remember the walk through Dragon Bridge here. Kind of the trademark. Each beach has its own trademark. Pala has the Corinthian columns. Many of you are aware of the columns there at Pala Beach. Payun has a dragon. Oh, one of its whiskers fell down. Needs some maintenance on the dragon. So the walk through Dragon Bridge, and then the next beach to the east is Nam Rin, and it's got the granite rock sea lions. Yeah, one of the whiskers, or whatever you would call it, a tentacle off of a dragon's face. I don't know what you call it. I call it a whisker. Fell down. So, I don't know how old that Dragon Bridge is, but it's kind of a cool walkover bridge, a freshwater stream. And these freshwater streams coming into the sea have been major floods, right? Major flood. Look, it's still rolling good, but so, you know, you get freshwater species of fish, like snakehead's real popular, what they fish for in these streams, but you can also fish down here and get saltwater species coming in. Okay, I just haven't been, you know, with this damn back issue I got going on, haven't been in good enough shape to really get out and do much of anything. I'll get back there eventually. Yeah, it's a beautiful area. You got to stop and see Payun Beach. Fresh water runs into the salt water. Huge beach area. I'm surprised the battery's still going, guys. Payun. It's a lot steeper bank incline at Payun than it is at Pala.
Hello.
Doing so what?
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
A little bit
Nitnoy, yeah.
Stay here and sleep.
Oh, sleeping here. Okay, okay. Well, mi kwam suk tukwan. Okay, mate. Happy, even with Nitnoy, but still be happy, mate.
What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Thomas. Pompin Ajan.
Oh,
Ajan. UT Thailand. Bat Bilal.
Oh.
Yeah.
โรงเรียนดิเตอร์
Teacher, Naroy Joporo. Luma. Cha Joporo. You Nakhon Nayok.
Nakhon Nayok.
Yeah, you know.
Pong.
Tahan Thai. Chai.
Where you come from?
America.
Oh,
America.
big boat.
Yeah, but Thailand #1, huh?
Yeah.
Thailand #1, Sabai,
I
huh?
saw you in Thailand. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, chok di kap. Have a good day. Nice to meet you.
See you.
Yindi ti dai ru dakun.
To meet you. See you later.
See you later. Beautiful condos over here. There's other videos you can search. Like I was saying, search my channel for Payun Beach and give a little tour of the, talk about the condos and stuff. But they're not finished yet, so I can't really tell you about rent, sale, you know. But beautiful area. And Google Map, I think the spelling of P-H-A-Y-U-N is the one that'll pop up for Google Map. But they're There are some resorts and stuff in the area that actually use the PAYOON, which is crazy. Little resort right over here too, guys. They've remodeled all this. Let me go check this out. How's the street? I've already said peace and love to everyone.